Are you about to spend big money on an exterior painting job? Choose the wrong product and you'll be repainting way sooner than you would like. Two top contenders, Sherwin-Williams Emerald Exterior versus Benjamin Moore's Aura Exterior. Both promise durability, but which one actually delivers? Let's break down the science and find out. Let's talk adhesion and durability. Both Emerald and Aura claim superior adhesion. But what does this really mean? I want you to think of paint like a Band-Aid on your house. If the adhesion isn't strong enough, it's going to eventually peel off. Aura uses a proprietary Gen X color technology. This eliminates unnecessary fillers, making the paint more flexible and resistant to peeling. Now, let's break that down. Imagine for me a rubber band. The more flexible it is, the more you can stretch it without it breaking. That's Aura. It moves with your house as temperatures fluctuate. This reduces both cracking and peeling. Emerald, on the other hand, uses self-cross-linking acrylic technology, which is like a spider web tightening as it dries. Instead of going all in on flexibility, what this does is it forms a dense interwoven film. This makes Emerald exceptionally tough and resistant to abrasion, but it doesn't stretch quite as much as Aura. So if you have a house that seems to move a lot with the environment, you may want to go with Aura, as it will resist peeling much better. If you need a rock-solid, durable bond that resists wear and tear, go with Emerald. Let's talk a little bit about coverage and hide. As we look at Benjamin Moore's Aura Exterior, they claim that they will get 250 to 350 square feet per gallon. Sherwin-Williams Emerald Exterior claims to cover 250 to 300 square feet per gallon. So as far as coverage goes, Aura does seem to be able to go a little bit further, but coverage per gallon only tells a part of the story. Aura also boasts a higher pigment load, which means that it often covers very well in just a few coats. This is especially helpful if you're making a bold color change. I want you for a moment to imagine trying to paint a dark red wall white. Most paints would need 3 or 4 coats, but due to Aura's concentrated pigments, you might be able to get that covered in just 2. Emerald covers really well, and even though it might be a very slightly thicker coating, it levels out better, meaning that you'll have fewer brush and roller marks when compared to the Aura. So if you want a more user-friendly product that's going to give you a smoother finish, go with the Emerald. But if you need a product that spreads a little bit further and can hide a darker color in fewer coats, Aura is going to be the better pick. Let's look at fade resistance. We all know that sunlight can be brutal on exterior paint. UV rays break down pigments, causing your colors to fade over time. Aura has a major advantage here with its color lock technology. Instead of pigments being mixed into the paint like one, say, would mix sugar into their coffee, they're actually chemically bonded to the resin on a molecular level. Think of it as like dyeing fabric, as opposed to just putting paint on the top. The color is actually inside the material, making it incredibly fade resistant. To put it simply, Aura just doesn't block UV rays, it's built to ignore them. That's why deep, rich colors stay vibrant much longer with Aura. Emerald also has really strong fade resistance, but it uses a more traditional dispersion method, meaning that the pigments are suspended within the paint instead of being locked into it. Think about it like mixing sand into glue. Most of it is definitely going to stay in place, but over time, UV rays are going to break down those outer surfaces quicker, leading to gradual fading. So if you need the absolute best fade resistance for deep, bold, rich colors, then you should go with Aura. If you're painting lighter colors, then the playing field between these two products becomes more even. Let's talk moisture resistance, mildew protection, and self-cleaning. Both Emerald and Aura are highly moisture resistant, but they take different approaches to get there. Emerald contains extra antimicrobial properties. It actively fights mold and mildew. Think of it as a paint with built-in hand sanitizer. It keeps the surface looking cleaner and helps to prevent algae growth, especially in humid and rainy areas. And this is where Emerald really pulls ahead of Aura, and that is with their rain refresh technology. This makes dirt and grime wash away as it rains. For a moment, I want you to imagine 2 vehicles. One is freshly waxed and the other one is covered in grime. The waxed car is going to repel dirt and water, keeping it looking cleaner longer. See, that's exactly what Emerald does for your house. Aura still does a nice job resisting dirt, but it doesn't have that self-cleaning ability. Instead, it focuses on breathability, allowing trapped moisture to escape rather than getting stuck beneath the surface. This reduces the risk of bubbling and peeling in extreme temperature changes. So if you live in a humid climate or want a paint coating that's going to be both less maintenance and have your house looking cleaner longer, Emerald is going to win. If you need a paint that lets moisture escape to prevent peeling, then Aura is going to be a safer bet. So we can see that both Emerald and Aura are top-tier exterior paints, but each seems to excel in different situations. For instance, you would want to choose Benjamin Moore's Aura if you're making a drastic color change and you need superior hide. You need the absolute best fade resistance, especially in intense sunlight. Your home experiences extreme temperature changes, and you want a flexible, peel-resistant paint. You're going to want to choose Sherwin-Williams Emerald Exterior if you live in a humid or wet climate and you need that extra mildew resistance. You want a self-cleaning paint that keeps your home looking fresh longer. Or you need a smooth, easy to apply formula that resists wear and tear. Either way, whatever decision you make, you're truly getting one of the best products on the market. But knowing the subtle differences will help you to be able to pick the right one for your home. This could potentially save you a lot of time, effort, and frustration. If you found this breakdown helpful, please do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button. If you do, you'll never miss any no-nonsense painting advice. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.